taking a little Sunday afternoon drive. Was on the way back from my mother-in-law's house. We had a little birthday celebration for her, and it's such a pleasant afternoon. I thought I'd take a little drive through the back roads. I'm going to head down to the road down there next to the Missouri River. The Missouri River bottoms. We're going to head down to Huntsdale and then toward McBain. Oops. You know, the area along this road here used to be tobacco growing country, and there were tobacco drying barns all over the place back here, but it's been kind of cleaned out. There's some vineyards out here now for grapes and to help feed the wine industry along the Missouri River, and there's some new houses and developments that have gone in. You don't see too many tobacco barns anymore.
County
All right, coming into Huntsdale. Pay attention to the speed limit.
They called us back 2-minute ETA.
Copy, I think they beat me here.
Copy.
Road narrows. I'll say it does. And pavement ends. Well, there's a surprise. Catfish Katie's directly in front of us. They've closed it down. It's being sold to some new investors. Now we're on the grocery store road or whatever. Grocery Branch Road. Paralleling the Katy Trail, the old railroad that was converted to a bike trail, cross-state bike trail. I better be careful up here because the trail crosses the road. I don't want to hit any potential bicyclists that might be coming through. I just saw some a few minutes ago. Oh, we got it. All right. Up on the left, well, in front of us, you'll see two bur oak trees. The one on the left is the state champion, if not national champion, bur oak tree known as the Big Tree. A couple of years ago, it was struck by lightning and part of it burned off. But isn't that just a beautiful tree? It's an old bur oak. And even the floods of 93 and 95 couldn't kill it. It's a big tree. That's why they call it the Big Tree. And you'll also notice there's some pumping stations for the city of Columbia to pump water out of the aquifer to give us drinking water and potable water in the city of Columbia. What's going up here on the right? People parked on the side of the road. No telling what they're doing. People come out here and they do paragliding. They go bicycling, hiking. These people just might be looking at the wild violets in the field. Oh, they're taking pictures. Yeah. They're taking some spring formal or engagement pictures or something. Cool. We're traveling here through the Missouri River bottoms. The Missouri River is off to our west on the right.
Boone County 181, 387 for behavior problem violent, 214 Willow Way, Unit 7. Both units, 1535.
Right up here, we're coming to the turnoff to the Eagle Bluffs Conservation Area. Been there many a time. I don't think I'll go there today, but it's a beautiful area for bird watching and deer and all kinds of critters. Mainly for birds and ducks, eagles, that kind of thing. We're coming into the beautiful town of McBain. I believe their population is listed at 10. Yeah, McBain, 10 persons. There should be a sign up here. It actually says that. We'll see if we can find it.
Did our caller say what was violent about this encounter?
We're going to be crossing Perchy Creek here in a minute. Perchy Creek goes from the northern part of the county all the way to the southern part here.
Violent towards
Finally
self,
empties
physical
out to the
violence
Missouri
towards
River
her
out
own
by
safety.
Cooper's Landing. Just south of
Copy.
Providence Point. Yeah, this is Perchy Creek.
1537.
We're crossing over. There's the sign at the end of the bridge that says McBain, city limit, population 10. Big bustling city. It got flooded out way too many times. It's a doggone shame. It was a nice little community 40 years ago. They had a nice little restaurant bar set up here. This building straight ahead. They had a dance hall and a restaurant. Really a nice place. It's a family dwelling now. And of course here we're going to cross the Katy Trail again. Make sure I don't run over any bicyclists. I don't see any. Okay. There's the city's water plant to the left right here. It's a water treatment plant. Now we're going to finish traveling through the bottoms, and then we're going to go up up to the top of the bluffs and head back toward Columbia. We're presently southwest of Columbia, probably about 5 miles or 6 miles from the house. I tell you, I just love driving these roads out in the county. It's just, for me, it's very relaxing and peaceful, and it helps me feel better, puts me in a good mood. Sometimes I stop off at a spot and I'll see some wildlife. Right now, off in the distance, I'm seeing some turkey vultures that are riding the updrafts, the warm air updrafts off of the bluffs. Got a few hills. We're coming up to Route KK. We're on Route K right now, and we're gonna head out on KK, Route double K, and head back to the house that way.
17. Full contact, call 3.
44, copy.
5044, 15, internet.
This area to the right used to be a pig farm, and now it's a beautiful house. They tore out all the buildings and filled in part of the ponds and lagoons and put a nice house there. No more pig farm. Cleared out a bunch of woods and hilly areas here and built a bunch of subdivisions out in this area.
301 for 1215 juvenile fight, West Ash, Bernadette Drive. Call it by when the consent.
Coming up on one of our various roundabouts. We have probably close to 50 roundabouts located throughout Columbia and Boone County. They're everywhere, and once you get used to them, they're really nice. I like them. To me, they facilitate the flow of traffic. Yeah, 20 years ago, this was all woods.
Boone County 131, 1 call
Now it's
87.
subdivision after subdivision after subdivision. County sure has spread.
87, stable 1542.
unit on this curve. Crossing Mill Creek. One evening about 25 years ago, Jake and I were coming through here, and right just past this curve on the right hand side of the road, there was a house that had a propane tank out in front of it, and it was around dusk. We thought that propane tank looked like some kind of wild animal, but nope, it just turned out to be a propane tank. But it made for a fun time. Now on the outskirts of Columbia. I think we're actually in the city limits now. We're coming up on Vaughter School Road, which becomes Nifong Boulevard. We're in the Mill Creek area. We're real close to my house now. We're about 2.5 miles from my house. Oh look, another traffic circle coming up. Some friends of mine, Mike and Millie, that live in a subdivision right across the street from this roundabout.
We have an L1 check.
They live behind that house you see in the distance there.
Verified. Cooperative.
Clear.
1545.
Now we're heading east on, I guess this is Nifong at this point? Yeah, we're on Nifong now. I guess that intersection we just went through with the roundabout, that's the delineation between Vaughter School and Nifong Boulevard. Mill Creek Elementary on the right, Woodcrest Chapel on the left, a rather large church here in Columbia. Oh look, another roundabout. Or traffic circle, whichever one you want to call it. And we're crossing through the Country Club of Missouri golf course. It's part of it's on our left right here, and in a few minutes we're going to have part of it on our left and part of it on our right. But we got to pass this beautiful property that's on our right here. Rich people, you know. I got to sit in on a journey one time. This building to the left, maintenance shed for the country club, had wood shingle roof. It caught on fire during a lightning storm, and the Country Club of Missouri was suing the city of Columbia for not being able to put out the fire from the electrical fire that resulted from the lightning strike. We ruled in favor of the city. I thought it was kind of ridiculous for the country club to be suing the city over a lightning strike when they were the ones who had put the wood shingles on their roof to begin with. Here's my Walgreens on the left. We're at Forum Boulevard now. We're right at a mile from my house. And be that as it may, it's been a nice drive through the country. We're now in the city, so we'll say goodbye. Toodaloo.